organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up on Daily Iowan TV, mopeds are a popular mode of transportation around Iowa City. Find out about a new law affecting moped drivers.
Plus, learn about the new children's hospital being constructed on the west side of campus.
And in sports, we take a look at the history of the Big Ten ACC Challenge as the Hawkeyes prepare for the Clemson Tigers Tuesday night at Carver Hawkeye Arena.
That's all coming your way next.
Daily Iowan TV starts now. Thanks for tuning into your Tuesday edition of Daily Iowan TV, your television news, sports, and weather source for the Daily Iowan. I'm Christina Targos.
And I'm John Dedcott. Republican presidential candidate Newt Gingrich is the frontrunner for the GOP heading into the Iowa caucuses. That's according to the most recent data from the Iowa electronic market. As of Tuesday morning, Gingrich's contract was trading for 69.1 cents, meaning that he has a 69.1% probability of finishing in the top 2 in Iowa's Republican caucus this January. Gingrich's contract was selling for a mere 0.3 cents as recently as October 13th. Former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney was right behind Gingrich with contracts selling for 60.5 cents. This was a considerable drop for Romney, who was sitting at 87.4 cents as of November 13th. Herman Cain's numbers were unaffected despite allegations of an extramarital affair revealed Monday.
Moped riders across campus should take notice of an upcoming change in Iowa City parking restrictions. Daily Iowan TV's Josh Bolander has more.
They're one of the most popular forms of transportation on the University of Iowa campus. Mopeds. And while many UI students are utilizing their two-wheelers as a way to beat the prices at the pump, others are simply taking advantage of free scooter and moped parking spots across campus. That parking availability is expected to shrink, however, with Iowa City recently banning moped parking in bike racks around campus. According to Moped U owner Brian Ilg, this is not expected to affect business, but it will force students to look elsewhere for parking.
I don't really park at bike racks, but so it doesn't affect me, but I will park here for now on.
What here means is reserved UI motorcycle and moped permit spots, which are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For now, it's business as usual here on the University of Iowa campus, but expect that to change in the upcoming months. Josh Bolander, Daily Iowan TV.
There is currently reserved parking for mopeds and scooters in several different locations across campus, including dormitories, academic lots, and parking garages.
A blueprint for a new high-performance healthcare system to improve healthcare in rural areas was recently issued by the Rural Policy Research Institute. The new plan aims to build upon the current rural healthcare system by putting more focus on affordability, accessibility, and quality. Keith Mueller, chair of the research panel, stated, quote, "Currently, our healthcare system financially rewards specialty doctors and sophisticated technologies that do not exist in rural systems. We envision a system that develops and sustains primary care and is based on a payment blend that rewards quality services and those that use resources efficiently," end quote. The full report is available on the Research Policies Institute's website, so if you're interested in learning more, just follow the link at the bottom of your screen.
And right along with rural health care, the University of Iowa has also made many advances in children's health care over the years. Daily Iowan TV's Ashley Leemaster takes a look at ongoing construction of a new UI Children's Hospital.
Construction crews have taken over the area near Hospital Ramp 2 in order to begin the process of building the new Children's Hospital. The new hospital will have a total of 11 stories, 8 being above ground and 3 being below. The new large space will increase the bed capacity of the Children's Hospital by 19%. The total cost of the project is $271 million, but for now the project is just getting underway.
Essentially right now what's being done is utility work in terms of electricity, water and sewer and steam, and that needs to be done first before we can begin the actual foundation digging and so forth like that.
There are several reasons why the new hospital needed to be constructed. Currently, the Children's Hospital is located throughout several pavilions within the University of Iowa's hospitals and clinics. The new hospital will allow the children's area to be located within the same building, separate from the other sections of the hospital. With Iowa being ranked #1 in the nation for caring for children, according to the Commonwealth Foundation, A separate space for patients is essential.
We are the only hospital in the country without a freestanding children's hospital that's also ranked very highly in terms of patient care.
And patient care is the main priority for the new children's hospital. The new hospital will provide single patient rooms, which will give patients and their families more privacy and also help control the spread of infection. There will also be an outside playing area and a classroom for them. The new hospital will also cater to the needs of the patients' families. There will be separate sleeping rooms for parents, meditation space, family kitchens, and laundry facilities.
So essentially what we want to do is with the new children's hospitals provide an ideal environment for taking care of children. And so we very much see this as something that's going to be benefiting all of Iowa's children.
Construction for the new children's hospital started earlier this fall and is set to be completed in 2015. Ashley Lee Master, Daily Iowan TV.
The new children's hospital will be located on Hawkins Drive between the east side of the stadium and the main hospital entrance.
Still to come on Daily Iowan TV, learn about sports betting and its effect on college students in Iowa City.
Plus in sports, see what a Hawkeye radio personality, Gary Dolphin, had to say in regard to his recent prostate cancer diagnosis. But first, Daily Iowan TV's Ryan Jones joins us in the studio for a look at your local weather forecast. Ryan?
Thanks, guys. As we near the end of November, the cold weather is here and it doesn't look like it'll be leaving anytime soon. Expect a chilly walk to class Wednesday morning with 22 degrees and sunny skies around 9 a.m. Also, expect a slight breeze making temps throughout the day slightly cooler. Despite the clear, sunny skies, temps won't warm up much and it'll only be around 38 degrees around noon. Wednesday night, there will be some cloud coverage and it'll move in and it'll dip down to a chilly 24 degrees. Looking at the rest of the week, we may see some snow Thursday night. Conditions will cool down as we make our way to the weekend, and we'll see a chance of rain or snow again on Saturday and Sunday. Temps will dip down into the low 30s and even down into low 20s at the start of the next week. That's what you can expect weather-wise for the next couple days. Back to you at the desk.
Iowa is the 5th best run state in America, according to a recent study by 247wallstreet.com. Wyoming took the #1 spot on the list, followed by 3 of Iowa's neighboring states. Iowa's low unemployment rate, broad health insurance coverage, and high level of high school graduates contributed to its ranking. Iowa also has the highest credit rating available, further demonstrating the Hawkeye State's healthy economy. Midwestern states scored particularly high, aside from Illinois, which was ranked 49th, and California was ranked the worst run state in America.
American Airlines parent company AMR announced it was filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection Tuesday. However, the company says business will continue as usual, including flights to and from the eastern Iowa airport. The company says it has lost almost $5 billion since 2007, citing only one profitable quarter in that time. Other competitors such as U.S. Airlines, Delta, United, and Northwest Airlines have all filed and made it through bankruptcy court, and American Airlines executives say they are confident they will too.
While many college students enjoy sports for purely entertainment purposes, for some it turns into something much more. Daily Iowa TV's Kyle Hughes gives us a look at sports betting in Iowa City.
For many college students, $50 can seem like a precious sum of money. That's why it could come as a surprise that students right here at the University of Iowa are risking hundreds and sometimes even thousands of dollars on sporting events. I interviewed one UI senior who asked to remain anonymous about the secretive world of sports betting.
When I turned 18, I signed up for a couple sports books online, put some money on there, and kind of just took off.
At first, his bets were only around $5 a game, but now he wagers between $200 and $300 per event, and on some occasions he has even placed bets of over $5,000.
It takes money to make money, and there's risk involved. You gotta put it on the line if you want to win.
That opportunity to make money is what has made sports betting such a common occurrence among college students. According to a 2008 ESPN survey, about 67% of all college students bet on sports. The chance to make money, the excitement of wagering, wanting to use sports knowledge, and the bonding with other sports bettors are all cited as reasons students are willing to accept the financial risk.
I would not recommend sports betting to anybody just starting off because it seems like an easy way to make money. It's definitely not. It's very hard, and you have to be very disciplined and very knowledgeable with what you're doing. It can be dangerous for a lot of people.
Getting started is easy to do, though. There are bookmakers on the University of Iowa campus taking bets and collecting money from fellow students, along with thousands of sports books online that only take a few minutes to sign up for. I was able to create an account on sportsbook.com in under 5 minutes and was only entering my credit card information away from placing bets on games that are occurring right now. With how gray the rules are in the state of Iowa and the ease of access for sites like this, it's no wonder why people are turning towards sports gambling in order to make a quick buck. Kyle Hughes, reporting for Daily Iowan Television.
There are numerous organizations in Iowa for those who may be struggling with a gambling addiction. And with the regular season of college football over, it's time to fully transition into basketball season. And to take us from the field to the court, here's Daily Iowan TV Sports' Kate Constable.
Thanks, guys. One thing that won't be changing from football to basketball is the voice on the radio. And for thousands of people who listen to Hawkeye football and basketball, this man's voice may sound familiar. Sports reporter Lauren Moss sits down with Gary Dolphin as he talks about what his life is like as the voice of the Hawkeyes.
No matter the different outcomes of the past 15 seasons of Iowa football and basketball, one thing has remained the same. Gary Dolphin has been the voice of the Hawkeyes for the last 15 years.
My fond memories as a play-by-play announcer would be Kirk Ferentz' second year. The Hawks had gone 1-10 the first year, and they were struggling along at I think 2-8 the next year. And we went to Penn State and won that game in double overtime. And I bring that game up because that, to me anyway, turned the program for Coach Ferentz into what it is today. Basketball, it would have to go back to Dr. Tom Davis when his last year as head coach. He made a run to the Sweet 16 with that team.
32 yards on the pickup to the Iowa 36.
What is it like to experience the game from your standpoint?
We're on the air for about 6 to 7 hours, and we're working hard during that time, and we're trying to figure out the twists and turns of a football game or a basketball game, and it can change in a hurry. That's what I love about radio, is it, and in particular play-by-play, because it's live. You never know what's going to happen around the next corner. That's the challenge for me, yet that's the most exciting.
And I know you've recently been diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And all the Daily Iowan, we all keep you in our prayers.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, the treatment started around the 10th of August, and everything they predicted has happened. You know, a little fatigued at the end of the day. But I tell people, look, if this is the worst I have to put up with, all I got to do is look across the aisle and see Ed Podolak, who got hit by a car that was doing 40 miles an hour in February, and Ed's been through 12 major surgeries. As our old journalism professor and mentor Jim Zabel told us many times, the lips are the last thing to go. So we're doing fine.
From Daily Iowan TV Sports, Lauren Moss.
Tonight marks the first night of the 13th annual Big Ten ACC Challenge, and after two tough back-to-back losses, the Iowa men's team is looking for a big win against the Clemson Tigers. But first, let's take a look at the Hawks' previous record in the challenge. The Hawks have an overall record of 2-8, losing the past 4 years. However, last year's loss came with the buzzer-beating three-pointer by Wake Forest to win 76-73. 2009 brought another big loss with a 70-64 defeat against Virginia Tech. The last time the Hawks got a W was in 2005 as they closed a close 45-42 game against NC State. The Tigers, on the other hand, have won 5 out of their last 7 games in the event and are looking for another to add to their struggling 3-2 record on the season. The Hawks will need to contain Milton Jennings and Devin Booker, who are averaging a combined 22 points. Tip-off is scheduled for 7 p.m. tonight at Carver Hawkeye Arena. The Iowa women's basketball team will also be playing this week, taking on 2-4 Virginia Tech in the women's 5th annual Big Ten ACC Challenge. Iowa is sitting at 0-4 in the event, but after getting back from their tournament in the Bahamas, where they went 1-1, Bluter has the team getting mentally prepared for the Hokies. Virginia Tech is a slightly better record in the event, sitting at 1-3. However, their 3 losses have all been in the past 3 years. The matchup between these two teams outside of the challenge is tied 1-1. Their last meeting was in 2010 as the Hawks cruised to a comfortable 72-43 win. And to have a similar outcome this year, Coach Bluter tells us what aspect of the game her team needs to work on.
I think is staying calm underneath the pandemonium or craziness that Virginia Tech can provide with their defense and their athleticism. I think that's something we're going to have to stay calm and so we don't turn the ball over.
Tip-off is at 7 tomorrow at Carver Hawkeye Arena. So John and Christina, you guys should get on over there to check out these exciting games.
Thanks, Kate. And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek into Wednesday's pages of the Daily Iowan. Read about why 2 UI art students who are posting poetry around bathroom stalls in area businesses.
Plus, read about how local Iowa legislators taught UISG members during a lobbying training session.
And before we go, here's one last look at Wednesday's forecast. Expect a chilly one tomorrow with a high of 43 degrees and mostly sunny skies. Wednesday night should cool down to 24 degrees.
That's your latest edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check us out at the same time tomorrow or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
For Daily Iowan TV, thanks for watching. Have a great day.